So Kelly, do you think you need a microphone?
Yeah, they're on.
And I do like his content, so it's hard to see. But I think Dave can survive, but he'd have to, my conversations with him are so really interesting. I don't understand how they would destroy built life if you could make it.
Well, that's what I told him. So you should just basically your house.
Welcome everyone. Hi. Thank you for attending our second annual Starting Point event. We are looking to potentially hold these on a quarterly basis going forward, trying different locations, etc. So basically, just so you guys kind of get an idea of what Starting Point's all about, is that we said there needs to be a place where entrepreneurs and startups can meet, get together, introduce themselves, and then at the same time, also practice their pitches. Because here's the thing, is that when you're starting out a business, as many of you know, you're not always going to have a pitch deck in front of you and be able to say, wait a minute, you need somebody who's side of the road, and you want to tell them your story about your startup, and you say, wait a minute, let me pull my pitch deck out of my pants somewhere. And so basically, this gives people the opportunity to practice their pitch without slides, without a pitch deck, basically all for memory, and also show us how passionate you are about your startup. So we thought it would be kind of a fun, unique, different idea. And also, the important part about tonight's event too is that the audience gets to be the judges, and the audience gets to provide feedback. So it's more interactive, a very fun, unique style of an event. So we're all glad you could be here tonight to be a part of it. So before we get started, I have a few people that I need to introduce. And also, for those of you that don't know me yet, my name is Kelly Boyle, and I'm actually the founder and host of tonight's event, The Starting Point, and also the founder of Tech Talent Fest, and I'm a board member and marketing director for Tech Lauderdale. So that's a little bit about me. And also, I would like to introduce a few people. So if Bob Fitz would come to the stage for a moment, I'd like to introduce you. And Bob's going to talk a little bit about Tech Lauderdale.
Thanks, Kelly. So yeah, please give Kelly a round of applause.
Yeah.
So let me explain a little bit about what Tech Lauderdale is. Some of you may know, some of you may not. There is a little bit of confusion. Some of you have probably heard of the South Florida Technology Alliance, which is a 20-year-old organization whose mission is to grow and to increase the awareness of the South Florida tech ecosystem. And in the past year, we rebranded, my two directors
Yeah.
are moving.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's better not to.
Better.
say what I'm doing.
Yes.
So we rebranded this past year as Tech Lauderdale. The reason that we did was we were fortunate to form a joint venture with the Broward Workshop. How many people here know what the Broward Workshop is, by any chance? So the Broward Workshop is an organization here in Broward County that's comprised of about 120 CEOs, and they identify issues that are systemic and impacting the county, like the homelessness problem that's been in downtown for a while. They help form a work group and have helped put in some solutions in place there. They address transportation. So these are large issues, important issues that they address, and they address them by contributing their time, brain power, resources, connections, etc. One of the things that they've identified is the technology ecosystem here in Broward County is very healthy. It doesn't get enough attention, and it has some gaps that need to be filled. So they reached out to the SFTA, and we formed a joint venture. They brought in funding and membership, and so we rebranded as Tech Lauderdale, powered by SFTA. We've historically done 90% of our events in Broward County anyway, so it's a natural transition. We're primarily a volunteer-run organization, and so the reason we're able to do what we do, which is we do 50-plus events a year. A lot of those are VBers that are put on by John McLaughlin, who some of y'all might know. And then we do events basically every month, like this event. We'll do an event next month. We have one with Citrix, their 30th anniversary in November. And then we do several very large events a year. IT Palooza, have any of y'all heard of IT Palooza?
Yeah.
So IT Palooza is December 5th at the Convention Center. It's one of the largest gatherings in the state of a tech ecosystem. We'll have well over 1,500 people there, probably 24, 24 panels, something like that. The CIO Council has a sub-conference. That's our largest event. We also do SUBEX, the Startup Expo. Some of you may have heard that. That was just this summer at the Convention Center. And then Kelly, one of the events that Kelly has created, Tech Talent Fest, is in the spring. It's an ecosystem-wide talent fair. I personally think that within 5 years, that'll be the largest event that we do. So how can you get involved? We always need volunteers. Kelly is a volunteer, and she's probably the most creative person in our organization. She creates events and does all of our collaterals and designs the logos and leads a committee. And the committee is comprised of really talented people like Jeff Sass, who's also one of the most creative people I've ever met. And so they contribute their talents to make sure that we're putting on good events and that we're very creative. We're always looking for quality people to get involved. If your company is seriously involved in the tech ecosystem, we'd love to have you as a member. We survive off memberships and events. And if you're having any interest, talk to Kelly, talk to me, let us know. We'd love to get you involved. If you want to volunteer for IT Palooza, reach out to me or anybody you see here. Anybody that's on the board, raise your hand. So there's a handful of people here that are on the board. Reach out to them and we can get you involved in our events. So again, I want to thank you for coming tonight. I think you're going to have a great time. And I really want to thank Jeff and Kelly. Jeff and Kelly.
That's pretty good.
You can tell that Brangelina did a great job for us tonight. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Thank you, Bob. Okay. I'd also like to thank tonight's host, the Broward County Library. Unfortunately, they are so busy tonight putting on multiple events that unfortunately we couldn't find someone to come and talk. But we still want to do a big shout out. So let's do a big clap for Broward County Library. Thank you so much for hosting us in this awesome venue. So thank you.
Bye, Matt. Thanks. Talk to you.
I'd also like to thank tonight's sponsor. So, if Jason Statham would please come to the stage. Jason Statham, hello, transporter. Jason, show us some of your fancy moves.
That was it.
Actually, it's Jason Stagman. I'm just messing. Just wanted to see if anybody, figured out.
I save all my moves for my business. Yeah. Well, I'm Jason Stagman. My company is Commercial Real Estate Advisors. I'm based in Boca Raton, but I work with clients across the country. And most of my work is Broward and Palm Beach, but I help companies everywhere. Primarily, I'm a tenant representative. I help companies find and negotiate office and industrial space, help them get the most favorable terms achievable and the best facility for their needs. And cost the tenant nothing, and nothing extra, and they get all the benefits of representation. And I'll be here if you have any questions about office leases. Have some material out on the table, and thank you.
Thank you, Jason Stagman, also known as Jason Stagman. Yes. Okay, so I'd also like to talk about some of our upcoming events. So John McLaughlin, if you want to come to the stage and share a little bit about some of the upcoming events. John, do you want to or not? Okay, so once a week, John McLaughlin puts on these awesome events called Beat Beers, and it's a nice way to kind of get together, share a beer, of course, or wine, and just kind of network amongst your peers. Also, John's been adding in some presentations as well, so you can come and learn something, have a beer as well. So the next one's in Pembroke Pines, then he does Palm Beach, Fort Lauderdale, and Boca Raton. So you kind of, wherever you're located, you can still, get together, because sometimes it's tough. We understand it with regard to traffic here, so trying to get to Miami all the way from Boca Raton at 5 o'clock, it's not going to happen, so we said let's do it at different times throughout the month for different locations. So really a great event, for those of you who want to get together and network. Also, we have in November 5th, for those of you that aren't really aware, Citrix was born here in South Florida. And we're celebrating their 30th anniversary. So what's going to be fun is we're going to have the three main CEOs of Citrix, unfortunately, excluding Ed Roccarucci, sadly, but Mark Templeton, current CEO, etc., and the current CEO are also going to be talking. So it's going to be a great event to hear from the CEOs, kind of to learn about how Citrix has developed over the years, a little bit about their products, about their technology, etc. So it's going to be a really awesome event held at Citrix headquarters off of Cypress Creek Road. So once a year we try and put on an event on the history of technology in South Florida. Last year we did it on eBuilder, the previous year we did it on mobile technology, prior to that it was IBM, etc. So we try and highlight that there is such rich technology history in South Florida, but a lot of people don't know about it. And Citrix is one of those awesome shining star companies that just happens to be located here in Fort Lauderdale. So we're going to celebrate them. Also, as Bob mentioned, December 5th, right, Bob? December 5th? Yeah, okay. IT Palooza is December 5th. So Thursday, and it's going to be held at the convention center. So definitely come out to that. That's our flagship event at the end of the year, like a big party for tech professionals. But obviously, we have panels, we have all kinds of events within the event. So and different tracks that you can learn, etc. So definitely please come out for that. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Did everyone get a chance to put their card in the bowl if they want to pitch? Don't be shy. Everyone put it in if you wanted to pitch tonight? Anybody else? Nice trick, Rob. He's like, I'm going to put it in on the top at the end so I get picked. Anybody else? No? I saw somebody.
Stephen?
Steven! Yeah. Don't be putting your stuff up on stage now thinking that you're going to get picked. Zoe McGinn, he's camping over here. Hi, everyone. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Anyone else? You put the card in? Good? Okay, awesome. So I'm going to let my partner in crime here help me pick, and I'm going to mix them up. Just so nobody thinks I am. Yeah.
So the purpose of the Pointless Pitch Fest, as Kelly mentioned earlier, no PowerPoint, hence pointless. You have exactly 5 minutes. And I'll be on the clock and we'll cut you off at the 5-minute mark. And that's actually, it sounds tough, but that's actually how a lot of venture capital pitch events are done. There's one coming up in Atlanta called Venture Atlanta, which is the largest venture capital pitch fest on the East Coast. And they give every presenter 4 minutes. And at the 4-minute mark, Literally, the microphone's cut off, the music plays, so you really have to learn to keep your pitch. And you'd be surprised that without the slides, 5 minutes is actually plenty of time. You can really communicate a great deal of information. So, good luck, and then of course we'll have, after each pitch, about 5 minutes of questions and comments from the audience. So you guys are the judges tonight. All right? And the first pitcher, or pitchee, is Michael Carter. Matcher Design? How do you pronounce it? Matcher Design. All right.
All right, Matt.
Yes, please.
I'm going to give you a 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. Come on, you know you want to use the pink mic. You've been dying. Yes.
All right, Mike, you ready?
First time doing this, let's go.
3, 2, 1, go.
Hi, my name is Michael Carter. I am with a company called Matcher Design. It is a graphic design agency. What that means is we're a B2B company that works with mid-sized, small, large companies that are having, trouble staffing graphic design artists. So what you'll find with small companies and mid-sized companies is that they can't afford the overhead of having a graphic designer consistently. We offer without having to have it in-house, without having to worry about the overhead, we offer a graphic design department for you. And it's a really great opportunity for companies because they can use them as an at-need basis. So imagine that you have a project, whether it's in-house marketing, out-house marketing, just need a logo design, you contact Matcher Design, and the company will have a team of creative directors will be able to take care of all the things like copyright claims and printing. That way, the entire multimedia design is taken care of. And if you have a large company and you already have an in-house graphic design, a lot of times it's hard to hit your target. You can have us come alongside you and help you hit your target a little bit better there. That's my pitch. Any questions? Yes.
All right, well, hey, how you doing? Please. Maurice Ryan. I'm reaching out. So you say you're a graphic design company. I can help but think of Fiverr. I'm not sure if you've heard of Fiverr. So if this is a major player or competitor in that?
Say again, I didn't hear the name.
Fiverr? F-I-V-R.
Oh, Fiverr, yeah.
Yes, like how do you separate this?
Great question. So imagine you're going in and getting Fiverr. Right now the market is saturated with freelancers and hobbyists. This isn't that. What this is an entire department of people who work at a professional level. So it's like having your own in-house graphic design department, but you use it at need. Fiverr, you're going to get some mom and pop. It's going to be difficult to kind of know if you're getting quality. So Fiverr's like, yeah, you can get a hobbyist for $10 an hour, maybe somebody in India, but you're not going to get good quality. And with this, you're going to get fast turnaround and end up spending less. Any other questions?
Any other questions? Yes.
Yes.
Do you bill by the hour, by the project? What's...
Great question. So there's two ways. And at first we want to start by billing by the hour. So yeah, we do bill by the hour. And we work that on a person-to-person, need-by-need basis. After which, you see the quality of work that we work with, we can transition to a retainer type of situation. Where you can just put us on a retainer, and based on the kind of work that we've done before, we'll be able to kind of chart how much you need per project. Any other questions?
Yes.
Do you place staff in-house or do they work remote for the clients?
So for something like this, if they're what we call creative directors, which are the people who organize it and kind of Gantt charts, make sure the vision is all aligned, they're in-house. We do work and contract with people who are they're working for a big company but they want extra wages, or they're someone who is in between positions. So yeah, we do typically contract, but as we get bigger, we're going to start pulling more and more in-house graphic designers. But really what we try to focus on is the creative directors, because they're the ones who drive the vision. So if you're a small company, you got one creative director, 2 graphic designers. That's more than you can hire on your own. Yes, in the back. So imagine you were to get on Fiverr. I'm glad you mentioned that. You get yourself a freelance hobbyist graphic designer, right?
A logo design can take you a month to do. With this, you get a whole team. So if you're a small business, you get one creative director, 2 graphic designers. Yes, the hourly would be more than $25 an hour, but you're going to get faster turnaround. So what takes a month takes a week with us. So it just depends on a project-by-project basis. Yes?
How much money are you raising, and what are the terms?
No, that's a good question. Our operating costs is, the way we have it now, is actually quite good. It's about $35,000 to operate on a yearly basis. That includes programs, telephony, and all that would be involved in it. So that's what we're trying to meet, trying to raise operating costs. Any other questions?
Where are all your directors located? Locally?
Yeah, they are local. They are local. So just to give you a quick breakdown, we have creative directors that are all local, all right, that have worked years in the graphic design field. They work for major Fortune 500 companies or have been doing the freelance gig for a long time. And then we contract with graphic designers, and then we also contract with outside salespeople. This is kind of what separates us, is we have a force. Not only am I a graphic designer myself and was a creative director, putting myself through college, I did sales for about a decade. So having a network of salespeople who are hungry separates us, because the graphic designers flock to us because we're doing their marketing for them. And then on the other side is we're being able to reach people who can't connect with the graphic designers because they want graphic designers, they just don't know where to go to get good quality professional level graphic design. Or multimedia in general, so it's web design, it's multimedia, it's just about everything, videography. I know I'm way over my 5 minutes, I love it. More questions?
We're into the Q&A section. Your pitch was actually only 2.5 minutes.
Oh,
so
wow.
We did our questions. So we got another question or two left.
So what are you looking to get? Where are you going? Like, what is the ultimate goal here? Why would you raise capital? What would they get out of this? Why would someone invest? How would they exit, or how would they benefit if they were investing?
That's a great question. Well, the benefit to an investor coming on with Action Design would be, because we're at such an early stage and the market is so bright, there is, like I said, nothing but freelancers, hobbyists. The opportunity is, there's not much for us to, no one's doing what I'm talking about. So we would grab market share, especially with a sales force that's going and knocking on doors, working with SEO, that is slowly getting our, it's low-hanging fruit. That's the biggest thing I can tell you. It's going to be low-hanging fruit for any investor.
We have time for one more question from Michael. Last one? Yeah.
Up front.
Oh, thank you. First time ever doing this, yeah.
So if I was to use your services, would I need with my creative designer in person, through the web? How does that work?
So you would have 2 people that you'd be dealing with. You'd be dealing with your outside consultant, who's the sales force we're talking about. They also function as a consultant. And then you would be meeting with our in-house creative director. Typically remote. But we can do in-house just depending on a case-by-case basis. We're more than happy to come to your location. Right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
Well, that was very interesting, Michael. Thank you for being our first pitcher. And I think, to me, I think the benefit, Michael, versus like a Fiverr or whatever, is it's an easy plug-and-play situation, it sounds like. Because a lot of times, I've used Fiverr as well, and sometimes the language barrier is kind of difficult when you're talking with someone in Bangladesh and they don't know what you're trying to say. So I get that, and kind of making it an easy plug-and-play. So thank you. So very good to hear that. Awesome.
This is
So,
live.
we're on
That's
to
recorded.
our second picture.
Hold on.
And
Here I am.
I'm going to have, actually, sorry, Michael, how about you pick the next picture? Awesome. There you go. To the minute. No cheating. No looking. You don't get to look. Lionel Aluka. No, Luca. Awesome.
Come on. He's coming.
Woo! With Aluxin's Business Solutions.
I was gonna try something.
Stand that way.
For the first
Yeah,
time.
we can't see you on that screen. Now you're good.
Service that
Yeah.
we're offering, but I didn't get to have enough time to rehearse it. So my name is Lionel. I work for a company called Solutions Business Solutions. It's a technology consulting company. So we solve problems that companies have. Some of the problems that they might have. How do I don't know, I'd like to hire somebody in India to do some work for me. For instance, today, before coming here, I was late because I went to a meeting and there's the owner of a pharmacy who says, okay, we've got, 8 teams in India, in Africa, that we'd like to, connect, and we want to have a server that's going to be here. We want to have the people from India to be able to connect to this system, but the server, they have to come this way. Then we also want to have a phone system, and we want 12 people to have access to all of these. So he was painting a picture of 3, 4 different things that seem very complicated and were probably going to cost them very much. So, we take the problem, go back, pretend to, this is so complicated. But no, it's not true. We actually, put him at ease. Well, your 3 problems are actually 1. There are solutions in place today that you could leverage to be able to do all of that with one thing, and it's going to cost you so much less than you think it's actually going to do. Another problem is, okay, I'd like to be able, to travel and reduce my costs. Well, there's already some systems in place that you could be in Togo, West Africa, and calling and not have to pay that extra charge as long as you have internet connections. I'd like to be able to do, I don't know how to keep track of my guys. Well, there's systems, CRM, we'll give you some information about this that you could put in place to effectively be able to keep track of your customers and work more effectively. We want to solve problems. We want to make technology easy, simple, and inexpensive is not the right term. Affordable is a better term. So, as such, we've been in business for a couple of years. We've got a couple of, clients. We're, picking up steam. It's a team of 6, 1 in Chicago, 1 here, myself. I guess we're going to start hiring you very soon. And 4 people in Togo, West Africa. The advantage of hiring people, everybody here probably knows, is that you can hire some of the very, very best engineers in Togo, West Africa, where $1 is 550 of their currency. So for $1,000, you're getting the 1% of the engineers, for $1,000 a month. So we happen to have 4 of them, and they're very sharp, and we're able to, get some stuff done. In terms of return on investment, again, the engineers cost us so much more. So we were talking what's a fifth of the number of miles? Sorry, I should be better in math than I actually am. But you were able to get way over. Can somebody help me here? Well, at least like 5 times the return on your investment, based on the projects. And again, the goal is to make technology simple, easy, and affordable. Last thing that I'm going to say is we have started something new, and that's what I was actually going to pitch. How much time do I have right now?
1 minute.
Okay.
5 seconds.
One of the things that we've been doing is looking at the field of real estate. There's a lot of real estate agents who are looking to sell places, and there's lots of multi-million-dollar houses. There are athletes that get traded every day, basketball players. Josh Richardson just got traded to Philadelphia. That means he has a house there that he needs to sell pronto. So how about leveraging technology that's in place to help him raise the value of his house? So that's the new thing that we're doing. You pay $1,000, then we raise the value of your property by attracting attention to it and, selling it for a higher price. You name your price, no matter what you name, we're going to be making a lot more, and we're going to be making a whole lot more profit.
Any questions? Yes.
I want to speak on that first portion we just spoke about. So is the business specifically technology solutions, like optimization specifically for technology, or is it just business as a whole, or an entire entity? What is the true solution?
So we have networks engineers, infrastructure specialists. We have security people as well. We have web developer and application developers as well. So, the team is a well-rounded team, and we're able to take a complex problem and break it down into something that's much more affordable and easy. And no matter what the problem that you have, we're going to try to keep the rate, our rates low. So whether you need a network engineer or a security engineer, we're not going to pass $50 an hour.
Follow-up question. So it seems like you did mention Africa and also India. Do you plan to only kind of service the U.S. and those other two countries, or what is your full-scale scalability for?
So the vision of the company, you've got to start somewhere, and then you've got to get somewhere, right? It's a minority, owned company. So we intend to have presence on a global scale. Currently, we have some clients that are here in the United States, and a couple of clients in Togo. In the last last week, we kind of started, started working with the state of Florida. We became a disadvantaged business. That's kind of a good one, and we also have started applying to help companies in the UK. So, to answer your question, the goal is to, help all over, and in 5 years, kind of use these clients that we have to kind of create a platform for international business, not the world, but essentially trade. We're gonna try to become a platform for international exchange.
So is it like you would be hiring your firm like on an annual basis, or like on a project basis, or what would be the terms when you typically work with clients?
So it depends on the specific project, right? It could be project based, but it could typically we want to get people to work for us. I'm going to answer your question, but I'm going to say something that I failed to mention. The interest in us having investors is that from $50 an hour, we're going to be able to reduce that. The more startup cost out that we have, or expansion costs that we have, is going to allow us to reduce the amount that we charge people. Because what caused us to do this is that there's so many smaller companies out there that do not have any awareness of the technology that's in place, today. So to get to your question now, it could be a simple project. Oh, I want to develop an application that gets to do this. Well, great. For $5,000, we're going to get you an application that's going to do an insane amount of stuff. No, I'm looking for a project-based something. Well, if you become a member of our company, we're not going to, we're going to charge you that $50 rate, an hour, and we're going to sign a contract for a year that, can be canceled, but there are some stipulations that, come into play as well.
And the target market you're going after, is it like small businesses under 100 employees, or 100 to 1,000 employees, how?
So at this time, we are working with small, medium, and large companies because of the solutions that we use, the same solutions that the Microsoft, the same solutions that the Accentures employ. We are able to service very, very large companies, in a very interesting manner. And we partnered up with a company called Cafe. It's a top 2 technology company in Togo, West Africa, not Nigeria, so no worries about this. We are a U.S. company anyway. But that allows us to give some, cover like large number of users.
Last question.
How do you advertise? Because I've worked in B2B services before, and it's like so hard to get new clients. I'm just curious, like how you find those businesses that are out there looking for some more information on TechSpace.
Well, we joined the Chamber of Commerce of Boca a year ago, and if an advice to anybody here, if you haven't joined it and just attend the events, you'd be surprised what could happen. So it's easy to pick up some mentors, and it's easy to even find business. The pharmacy that we're currently working with, they are one. And we're a small company. We just got started, but we're able to move in a way that's getting more and more interesting.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Harrison Rose.
Thank you. Awesome. Harrison Gross with, you say it Lucid? Is that Lucid?
Alright, hi. I'm Harrison. I'm CEO and co-founder of Lucid, innovative eyewear company. So the goal of Lucid is to upgrade your eyewear. What we do is we add interesting, fun tech features to regular prescription-ready glasses. We've been doing this for about a year now. We started in 2017 acquiring some smart glass technologies from UCF, and we were working with those patents for a while, but then we found some new pair of glasses that we liked a little bit better. It was the previous version of this. This is called Lucid Loud. It's a Bluetooth pair of glasses. You can listen to music, you can talk to Siri, you can talk on the phone. And what it does is it just brings up a lot of those things that we pull out our smartphone every 2 minutes for. It brings them up into your glasses. So it just makes your day a little bit more fluid, a little bit more convenient, and just a little bit easier. And basically, there's a lot of ways to describe the product, but the easiest way I describe it is it's AirPods and glasses in one product. And we basically brought those two things together. So about a year ago, year and a half ago we did a crowdfund. The whole business is community funded, which is really awesome, we think. And we've actually used that community over the last year and a half to help reiterate our products, to help get really good on-the-ground feedback from everybody that uses our products and help us become a reality. So we've stayed very close to our community this whole time, and we want to be we're basically building classes for the people that funded us. So we're really focused on delivering as much value as possible and as neat and comfortable a package as possible. So about a year ago, this need because all 4 of our co-founders wear glasses, and we couldn't use any of those tech eyewear products that we were studying day in, day out, trying to make smart glass. So we're like, okay, they have to be prescription ready, they have to be comfortable and suitable for all day wear, so if your battery dies, it's still like a normal pair of glasses. It has to be ergonomic and user-friendly, and we think we've achieved that with this product. It's a very simple interface. A few months ago, we released a kids version, which comes in 10 different flavors. It's like the first time that anybody made a stylish smart glass. So we have that kids version out now. It's only $60. The main product is $99, so it's very affordable for people looking for a new tech gadget that can help make their day a little bit easier, a little bit more fun. There's a lot of great use cases, like when you're cycling, you can listen to music, you can still hear the road because you don't need it in your ear. You have kind of a social listening aspect to it, where you can be listening to music, but people are still down to approach you and start a conversation with you, which is not necessarily the case if you have headphones in. And basically what we're just trying to do is bring a natural, easy upgrade to eyewear. So instead of just a regular old pair of sunglasses, you have a pair of sunglasses that can do all these other things while still functioning as a regular pair of glasses, and really at the same price as a normal pair of designer glasses. So that's pretty much this in a nutshell. Down to take any questions you guys have. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
You mentioned you have a minute, 2 minutes left. Are you raising money now?
Yeah, we actually, we are fundraising. Again, we were thinking about doing another crowdfund, but right now we're looking for about $300K to expand our team with a new designer and to basically help improve the product with an now that will let you use Alexa and bring a few other features to the glasses that we're working on.
And quick question, is it, it's just audio, it's not any visual?
Yeah, there's no visual cues, there's no display in the glasses. We actually were originally working on glass like that, but it's just so cost prohibitive, and there's so many problems with the technology, and there's no way to do it with prescription right now, that we went with like sort of lighter, more affordable Bluetooth glasses, and it just seemed like a sensible route. And there actually was some market uptake, and it worked out for us.
And is the sound through a small speaker, or is it using bone conducting technology?
It's actually about 50-50. The new version is more bone conductive, so there is like a vibrational transducer in the arms of the glasses that transmits some sound through the ear behind your bone. But there's also open ear speaker vents, so a lot of the sound is just projected down over your ears. And if anybody wants, I can demo it for you after the show.
Great. Questions?
So this is not Google Glass 2.0.
No, this is a totally different class of product. It's really just AirPods and glasses connected.
Can you communicate to the glasses that are turn off sound or change?
Yeah, absolutely. You have the new version has quite a few controls actually. You can change the volume on the glasses. You can initiate a Siri command, so you can like call an Uber from your glasses. You can send Cash App from your glasses. So it's a lot of those apps that we use all day, every day. You can now do with just a tap.
But how can you do that if you're not seeing anything on the screen? You're just saying send money to.
Because AI, basically. So like Siri has all these capabilities that you can do with just your voice. Like you can call an Uber with just your voice already with Siri. So all the glasses do is just lift that functionality up into a microphone on your glasses.
Have you been proprietary?
Yeah, actually. So the Bluetooth technology at its core is kind of a known art, but what we've done is we've developed unique shells around it. So we have design patents on everything that we produce. We've also really created, a strong US-based brand around the product, whereas a lot of the products of this type, they're kind of, they don't really have the branding strength that we have because of our US-based team and our experience. This is $99 and it's $35 to add a prescription, so it's very affordable. We actually have like 25 different custom lens options, so you can get blue light blocking with prescription and all those other transition lenses, all that. And we were actually selling regular eyewear too, but we decided to focus on this because this is what everybody's buying from us.
How do you get do you have an optometrist on your staff as well?
Yeah.
To take our prescription, to put it in the box?
Yeah, we actually have a couple of people on our eye care team, I guess you could say. We have a lens lab in Boston that takes our frames, cuts the lenses to order, and then ships them out to the customer. We have an optometrist on staff that actually answers eye health questions for free from anybody that comes on our website. And we have a ophthalmologist who helps us with the ergonomics of the glasses, I guess you could say. And we also have an advisor who's like a serious ergonomics expert that makes sure the products are suitable for the wide market.
Thank you. Another question? Yes.
Are they weather resistant, like IP67?
I believe the new version is IP67. They're sweat resistant. You definitely can't dunk them. You can't go swimming with them. The only sort of aperture on the glasses is those speaker vents on the bottom, which are just these 3 small holes on the ground. So I've been fine wearing them in the rain, no problems there. But you definitely want to avoid excessive water getting on them.
I have 3 questions for you. So the first one is, how big was the team when you started this out? How big is it now? What would you do with that 300K? And then also, and it could be pretty big, not big, but specific. And then also, what about the competitive landscape right now?
Okay, so we started with a core team of 4 co-founders. One was a database, our CTO, who's like a database app development expert and web developer. There's me, who's sort of like a creative product guy. We have the ergonomics expert, and we had a finance expert who was the ex-auditor at Deloitte who made sure that the crowdfund was all clear, smooth span, and all that. And we have now, those 4 co-founders are all still involved in the project more or less full time. We brought on a few extra AR experts when we first started to help sort of flush out the field and really determine the best way forward in smart glasses. So some of those advisors are still kind of in our periphery when we need them, but the core team right now is the 4 co-founders, my marketing director Victor here in the audience, we have a community manager, and we have 1 or 2 other support staff like in finance and customer support. And then for the 300K, some of that is going to go into our new product launch. This new glass is coming out in Q4, so we're going to try to make that a nationwide product and really make use of the household brand. I'm also trying to hire an in-house eyewear developer, somebody that really knows how to design a new pair of glasses, and get that person in-house to help us make the product as sexy looking as possible, as you can say. And then we're also using that money basically just for operational costs as well. And then what was the third question? Competitive landscape. Right now, there's two other companies, there's Bose and Zungle. These are the two other companies that are trying to produce producing music glasses right now. We're the only ones delivering prescription. We're also the most affordable. We have the lowest price points, 50% lower than Zungle, 100% lower than Bose, and we still produce a quality product that people love. So we think we're ahead of the competition in a couple ways. Obviously, Bose has that brand recognition, but our commitment to providing excellent prescription glasses kind of makes it more appealing product to people that wear glasses every day. Last question.
So I always break my glasses or lose them. So what is your warranty replacement policy?
We have basically a 90 days, no questions replacement guarantee. Yeah, but you'd be responsible for sending it back to us, but we'll take care of your new pair of glasses. Something interesting that we're looking into doing next year is actually really a new idea of really doing kind of glasses as a service, where you pay a small fee every month, and what you get is basically unlimited glasses. So anything happens to your glasses, it would be tiered. So if you have a progressive prescription, it will be a little more expensive. If you single RX or a no RX, then it's the cheapest. But you pay this small fee, and then you basically never have to worry about your glasses again. We take care of everything for you. We give you new styles, do a couple of placements a year, and all of that.
So that's a gas.
A gas, exactly.
Gas,
So we're actually working on that right now. Yeah.
Excellent. Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Very cool. Awesome. Well, thank you. Yes, you get to pick who's going to do it next. Okay.
We'll be transferring to the studios.
Oh, Maureen. Awesome.
So it's actually ironic that Harrison picked me next because he's a former blockchain dude. I guess they pivoted out of that. So I'm actually representing EOS Miami. Transmedia Studios is actually the card I have to have. It's a film production company, but not a startup. So EOS Miami, we're a large cryptocurrency blockchain organization here in South Florida, based in Broward. We were the Miami Herald 2019 Startup Pitch Competition finalists in FinTech category. We just graduated from 500 Startups Founders Bootcamp in Miami. So what's EOS Miami? So EOS in general is the 6th largest cryptocurrency in the world. Last year they raised a $4 billion ICO and another $400 million from Peter Thiel. And from that, luckily they cashed out the fiat to cash before the crash last year. So they had $3 billion in the bank and they have a $1 billion VC fund out in Hong Kong. So EOS is software, but it's also a cryptocurrency. And unlike Bitcoin or Ethereum, where there's thousands of miners, with EOS there's only 21 people on the network. And it's based upon global voting about which 21 entities run the network. So luckily, EOS Miami, we're one of the top 5. They've always been the top 5 since the beginning of the network. So what that means is there's a critical mass of enough funds to actually create software to be a real startup and do things that are interesting. Or if you're a miner sharing thousands, one 10,000 of the revenue, you really all you're doing is paying your own expenses, right? You have a miner in your closet, you're not really doing much more than that. So we're using those funds to do some really interesting things here in South Florida. We create the #1 cryptocurrency app for our chains. We created the AI blockchain alliance here with UM, FIU, and FAU. In fact, if you came to the Boca Chamber, TEDx, you saw our robot AI dog with Magic Leap. So in addition to all this software, we also create a lot of user groups and trying to make blockchain mainstream. So there's only 2 globally recognized blockchain organizations in the whole state of Florida. One is a blockchain center in Miami, which opened 3 months ago. Others is us, EOS Miami. And we work together closely to basically make Florida really very relevant globally. So working with Mayor Suarez in Miami yesterday, we met with the new city of Coral Springs mayor and the city manager to put them their 5G on blockchain. We also actually host the largest game developer meetup in South Florida, Florida Game Developers Association. So we get funding through E3D. We're also the unofficial Magic Leap user group. So a lot of you guys came to the Magic Leap unofficial birthday party we hosted at Bath Village last month with 300 people. And all these things are free because we host and fund them. We give away 10% of our daily revenue to social impact projects. Year to date, our foundation's already given away the equivalent of $400,000 in grants. Those are true grants, no strings attached, you never have to pay them back. So we're focused on mostly social impact. So one of the things we're trying to do, really interesting things, one of the things we're trying to do is put every giraffe in the world on blockchain. So you know how people can adopt a star. We want you to adopt the real giraffe with the Giraffe Conservation Foundation. And actually, you guys might know the giraffe spots are actually unique. And there's a Princeton University professor that's actually created AI to identify a giraffe. So if you happen to be on a safari and you own a giraffe, you can actually verify that's your giraffe. You know, so anyway, some of the things like that. The monkey jungle also same thing. Adopt a monkey. So that's the fun side. The startup side is we're creating a concept called EOS Smart App. So we're the only organization in the entire world that can actually do this because we're a block producer. We run the network. We also create the #1 cryptocurrency wallet. We also are very top-notch app developers. So we're creating vertically integrated solutions where all your data never leaves our organization. Where basically you're on our network the whole time. So basically, other people can do it. They don't have our brand name. So basically, we're almost like, if you come to us, you basically have the cachet. We're a trusted provider. Where, if something goes wrong, the network has more problems than just us, right? So we basically run the network, we create the apps. We're also a recognized brand name. So we're EOS Miami, and we're trying to, help Broward, South Florida become globally recognized in the world of blockchain.
Thank you, Brad. Just before I take the audience questions, how many giraffes are there?
It's 114,000.
That's it?
Well, those are on the actual official reservations, but we're also GCF, so Giraffe Conservation Foundation, has partnerships with all the zoos around the world. So there's giraffes in Miami Zoo. We've actually visited Miami Zoo, our future giraffes. So there's like a small rounding error, maybe 115,000. But we'll name one after you, Jeff. So.
Great. Questions for Praveen? Any questions? So I have a question. So you talked about a lot of different things that EOS is doing. So what can you do for us? So we're supposed to come to you with a project that we want to do in the blockchain. You guys are going to fulfill that within the EOS ecosphere? Is that?
Yeah, so it's actually a really good question. The reason why we got into popular startups and the Miami pitch wasn't necessarily based upon our current what we're doing right now. It's based upon future potential. Like Harrison knows, their SEC is really very vague about what we can and can't do. So we're kind of like, that's why I gave a film production card, right? We're kind of like under the radar. So so a few people know us, but as soon as SEC makes finalize the regulations about how we can actually fundraise, it will make a huge splash. Like I'll be in San Francisco starting next month to start the fundraising process. But for now, we are a grant-making organization. So if you have an idea for something that's social impact, then obviously that's one way we can work with you.
Great. Yeah.
How have you been raising money in the past?
So we're already cash flow positive because the point is we get daily revenue for running that work. So we haven't had to raise money. But we will raise money when we're able to. If we had raised money, there were opportunities. We actually had term sheets on the table from top-notch VCs, but we decided that all that money was just going to go to lawyers anyway. And that's actually what happened. A lot of cryptocurrency blockchain organizations, all the money they raised either had to give back or it all went to lawyers. So we kind of like dodged a bullet, so luckily we didn't take the money because we weren't going to have to keep it. So.
Any other questions? Yes.
What's the advantage of development? What's the advantage of development on EOS over Ethereum or any other protocol?
Yeah, so a lot of people complain about some of these mining type operations where they take more electricity than small countries or even medium-sized countries. With EOS, it's not. There's no mining concept. We're very eco-friendly. Also, it's very fast because there's a new block generated every half a second. While something like Bitcoin, you have to wait 10 minutes for your transaction to process. There's no instantaneous type thing. So things like gaming, AI, anything that's like a little bit time sensitive, we're actually very like application focused. So, EOS Miami, we're focused on a few things. One is gaming, others AI, and the third is social impact. So from a gaming point of view, we were the only Florida-based organization that's invited to pitch the first ever blockchain gamer conference out in San Francisco last year. So we pitched one of our social impact games. We have a blockchain dog game for dog shelters, including the Flower Humane Society, where you have an augmented reality type dog type game. It was kind of fun, cute type thing. The AI aspect is we're creating smart oracles where you can basically on-chain the AI exists to predict how the data is going to be. So basically, blockchain is a layer on top of the internet. We're creating a layer on top of the blockchain, which is the AI. And third is social impact, where we're the Singularity Miami Global Impact Challenge finalists last year. So we rendered Miami half underwater in 2030, and basically it was interesting because all of our renderings, we thought there would be almost 20 years out in the future, but it turned out we're only 2 weeks out because it's right before Hurricane Irma, and everything we rendered like a river of water and ripple. So we had to have to show the timestamps of our YouTube videos to show that we didn't just take the footage from Channel 6 and create a pitch out of it. It's actually almost exact how those rivers flow, so we have good graphic designers.
Last question for Rob.
Hey? Okay. All right, so if you guys ever want to come out, we have regular meetups. We meet up on Friday for our game developer situation in Davie. Community projects, we're very open. We meet sometimes twice a week, so good times. Our biggest, so Kelly's asking who our biggest competitor is. So within EOS, there's 6 sister chains. So basically, we compete with each other. And the thing about that concept is, since we're a city-based organization, we're EOS Miami, we actually run like several different chains. So in effect, we're competing within ourselves, so with each other. So from that point of view, it's basically greenfield right now, blue ocean. There's enough way more business than any one blockchain developer could ever handle. So.
Hold up. Oh, 2 degrees. 2 degrees.
All right.
I was his number 2 ever user, but his name's not Cindy though.
Come on up, Steve.
Hi everybody, it is great to be here on the stage under this bright light. 2 Degrees is a local deals company. We are a new way for small businesses and business owners to do daily deals. Started the company 3 years ago as a Friends of a Friends platform. We patented the technology globally, and now we've applied this technology to small businesses. So we allow businesses to network and advertise to their customers, users, clients, patients, friends. Think about that, 2 degrees of separation, right? Business, their customers, friends, it's 2 degrees of separation. And that's our algorithm, that's our technology. We've won a couple of awards. We won the launch competition at FAU Tech Runway. That's where our office is located, in the incubator. We've been written up in Forbes a few times. We've won the Red Herring Top 100 Stars in North America 2 years in a row. And now we are trying to scale the company. So the way our model works through the 2 degrees algorithm is getting a business to sign up to run a deal on our platform. I'll give you an example. There is a restaurant called So Fresh that is in Tampa, and they ran a deal on our platform. $39 a month is the amount we charge, and they had 120 new customers using our app come in and redeem their deal in 3 days. So very low cost, very high return. Most small businesses are struggling or desperate to find new customers. And what are they doing? They're going on Groupon, they're running deals there. Very bad for business. I'll explain to you in a minute why Groupon is very hard for businesses to make a profit. There's paid social, right? Instagram and Facebook ads, also very expensive, running it every day, it adds up, and it's hard to see results in most cases. And paid search on Google, that's another expensive avenue, and conversion rates are very low. I think they're around 4% on average. Our conversion rates are about 40%. So business pays us $39 a month to run 1 deal a month, or $99 a month to run 4 deals a month. For example, a flash sale, end of the day, pizza shop has some extra product, or bakery, they're going to throw it out. They can put a deal on 2 degrees. Our users will get notified about it. The ones who go and redeem it, their friends can see in their feed that there's a popular place nearby where their friends are going. And then they go in and redeem the deal. And it's powered by numbers. So if one person goes in, they have 10 or 15 friends with the app, which is about where we're at on average, then 2 of them come in. That happens enough times. It's 5, 10, 15, 20 new customers for a little business. There's a lot of extra revenue that day. So right now, we have about 100 customers, and we're trying to convince people that paper coupons are a thing of the past. And the new way to do daily deals is with digital coupons on 2 degrees. So we're starting to grow very fast. We have a lot of new users. A lot of our deals are getting redeemed, more frequency every day. Happy users, happy customers. We are raising $2 million right now in a convertible note with very attractive terms. We're at about 800,000, a little bit more than that, and we're trying to raise the remaining 1.2. Anyone is interested in making an investment or know anyone who might like to take this ride with us, we're expecting to see a significant return when we're exiting the next 2 to 3 years, and we're all going to try and benefit in the success together. We've had a lot of it so far, and we intend to continue that. So please let me know if you have any questions, and I'd love to answer them.
A quick question, how localized is it? So in other words, you have 100 customers, are they all in one local area, and then as part of your scaling, having to go into different geographic areas?
We just crossed the 400,000 mark for users, and we're on our next chapter to get to 1 million. So we have more than enough users in this South Florida area that any small business who runs a deal on our platform will see at least 1 customer in the first day or 2. If they don't, it's a money-back guarantee.
So your target customers right now, your target businesses are in the South Florida area where you have that user base.
Yeah.
So how will you expand that user base beyond South Florida?
So we built a model that scales. We have colleges with college students that adopt this app very quickly. It's very viral, it's social, right? It's friends of friends, it's a feed, sort of like Venmo. People like to see which one of their friends are sending or receiving money where and comment on it. So what we're going to do is take this college route, get Greek organizations and other organizations on campus to download the app and redeem deals bound to the stores near campus. And it's very easy to get 50 or 100 stores to sign up, subscribe, run deals. This model works. We've done it at 3 colleges so far. So as we continue to grow and perfect our app and our algorithm, build our development team, sales team, and marketing team, we'll continue to replicate this in other DMAs and both the East Coast, West Coast, and then meet in the middle.
Great. Any other questions for 2 degrees?
Can you elaborate on the actual patented technology that's within this?
Sure. So the patent has been issued. It is a location-based social networking technology that connects 2 degrees, people within 2 degrees of separation. So location, friend of a friend. That's the patent we own. And what makes that so different and significant from anything that exists today is social networks as we know them are they're closed networks of people that we know and are connected to. This is not that. Right? 2 degrees of separation is a completely new mindset for networking. which is very valuable to businesses, but even more valuable to users to connect with their friends' friends. So you and me don't know each other, right? As soon as you and I become friends, I can make introductions for you to other people that might be interested in working with you or in a personal relationship. Now, you can introduce me to your friends. The app does that for you. Right? People use LinkedIn and Facebook now to connect with their friends. On LinkedIn, you can try and get an introduction to someone, but none of your personal friends and your close friends and family are connected to you on LinkedIn. So right off the bat, that's missing. LinkedIn and Facebook are a place to share your personal life with people you know. On 2 Degrees, there's no personal private information. It's to connect with people that are your friends of friends. The technology is given to businesses to connect with their customers. So that's the pattern.
Question over here.
Yes.
I have a couple questions. First question is, based on your analysis of the success of your app, what verticals would you say experienced the most success? And would you say that it would be a good app to use for like a consulting company if they wanted to put our service? Do you think that would be a good platform?
Absolutely. Any business is looking for customers. Our platform is the place that you want to be. You want to spend a small amount of money and see a return. Consulting. Let me give you a different example. You asked me what verticals. The reason that consulting works and a pizza shop works is because a pizza shop is not going to be happy with 2-3 customers a month. But someone with a consulting business or an insurance business, one new customer could be $4,000 a month in profit to them. So to spend $39 on 2 Degrees to get 1 new customer every month, or 5 new customers, or 10 new customers would be great for a consulting agency. So it depends what business you're in, but it's really the power of numbers, right? If you're a pizza shop and you have hundreds of people coming in every day to buy a slice of pizza, or an ice cream shop, it's very different from someone that has a consulting or an insurance business that is, what you want to do is get your customers to adopt 2 Degrees, to give them some incentive, deal, promotion, discount. Then that opens up the door to their friends. It has them promoting your brand to their friends, and out of their hundreds or thousands or tens of thousands of friends, maybe there's a percentage of people out there who are going to want to come and talk to you, you can endorse by your customers. One more?
You said you're raising money under a convertible debenture?
Debenture?
Convertible
Convertible note, yeah.
Okay. So either you're going to pay the people back, or there's some conditions where they have to convert into equity in your stock?
Yes.
Okay. And is that largely tied to your failure to pay back, or is the participant able to convert at their option?
It's an 18-month note, so the investment converts into equity at 18 months is when it matures, or a financial event between now and then. So if you are going to participate in this convertible note, you will have, you'll receive the note, we'll take it. Okay, so let's say we do a Series A or B a few months from now, your note would mature, and you receive equity to 20% discount from what everyone else is getting in at on the next round, and we have a $10 million cap. So whatever the value of the company is, when we have this financial event or the note matures, we have a $10 million cap. So if we're worth 20, 30, 40, $50 million, you're going to get your equity at no more than $10 million. So you'll have a very good, you'll get more equity than you would because there's a cap on it. And then we'll also give you 5% interest on that note. But we hope to have a financial event within 12 months, not even 2.
And disclaimer, you're not soliciting investments right here, right?
No, just giving us some information.
Okay, that's it. We're 2 degrees away from voting for the winner.
All right.
So thank you very much. So we're passing around little flyers with 1 through 5 on them. And maybe Kelly, you want to rehash who the contenders are? And so this is kind of fun. You guys got to ask the questions. You guys will get to vote now. And what's the prize? $100,000? $200,000?
So prizes are tickets to, general admission tickets to IT Palooza, and the number one star pitch gets 2 VIP tickets to IT Palooza.
if you're done voting, raise your hand, I'll come around and correct.
So, number
correct.
1 was Mac. They are design. And number 2, for everybody was Ellipson Business Solutions. And number 3 was, let's see, was Lucid. And number 4 was EOS Miami. And number 5 is Jubilee.
We'll be right down. Hang on. We got folks there, up front. Bless you. Bless you again.
I'm not, no, I don't know why.
Jeff's coming. Hang on.
And for those of you who didn't get the pitch but put your card in, I'm still going to announce you.
Anyone else have a vote?
Let's see who we have. I love you, Daddy Reese Myrick.
Wait, hold on, we got one more.
Raise your hand. Okay, cool. So, I love you, Daddy.org. We have Emote Talent, Ariel Diaz. Chaz Legulo, Refit Global LLC. Stephen Edwards with Career Virtual. Gina Seneca with Kiki Torches. So raise up your torches. Okay, very nice. Let's see, Save on Travel, Virtual Travel Hub.
Anyone else have a vote?
So thank you all.
Okay. Florida, I'm hanging
Can you hold that up again? Because I couldn't see it from way in the back. I give you a 10-second commercial. What is it?
It's a personalizable tiki torch.
Personalizable
Tiki torch.
torch.
So any picture, graphic, or logo can
Oh,
be
okay.
inserted
Let me
into the
go in because
cylinder.
I didn't see.
And it could be changed out at any time with any picture, logo, or graphic.
Okay, cool.
Thanks.
While we're counting down, any other, it's not an election year, but paid political announcements? Anybody want a 10-second pitch? Whoever didn't get called? Okay, hold on. I'm stalling if you hadn't figured that part out. 10, I'll give you 15 because you're a nice guy.
15-second pitch, right?
Yeah.
How many people travel in the room? Perfect. How many people want to save on travel? Perfect. Virtual Travel Hub. Up to 65% less than internet price, no matter where you're shopping. Priceline, Expedia, doesn't make a difference. Member-based access, this will give you a free 1 month. So if you want it, pass it around.
Okay.
If you want
Okay.
it, if you like it, then we sell to businesses and it's a membership-based system. You guys can pass it around.
Cool. While the judges are still working, 15 seconds, who wants it? 15-second pitch. I'm stalling the best I can. Come on. Yes. Oh, go ahead. All right, cool. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Sure. What was that a picture of? Just rotate. That looked like a wedding picture,
Wedding
right?
picture. It is.
Wedding. Okay, very good.
You can put your pets in there, you can put your
pets.
family, friends, whatever you want. Vacation pictures, anniversaries, weddings, whatever you decide, whatever you want.
Very good. Thank you. Last call on pitches.
Can you pass one to her? She's sorry.
Say again?
One more?
You want a pitch?
Yeah. So, wanted to invite you all to VBR Plus, second Wednesday of the month, just around the corner at General Provision Downtown, which is right opposite AutoNation's headquarters. 6 o'clock, stop by, have a drink, a beer, and we'll have short presentations similar to this, but not around startups. second Wednesday of the month. VBeers Plus.
And how do people reach you?
On the website.
A website?
VBeersPlus.com.
Very good. Yes, hold on. I'm doing paid political announcements. It's not an election year. Step out of the light just because I don't want you to crush anybody. Sorry. No, we get glare. Go ahead. You got 20 seconds. Hold on. Go ahead. Quick. Fast.
Craig Henderson with Startup Pop. We're a tech pitch company. We have an event coming up on October 24th in Boca Raton. Go to startuppop.com if you'd like to participate or attend.
And your name is?
Craig Henderson.
Thank you, Craig. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Kelly, the floor is yours.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
So we've deliberated and made some decisions. Well, actually, you made decisions, but we'll just pretend like we did. So, okay. So, could I ask all the pitchers to come back up on stage real quick? We'll announce you all. Awesome.
So this is the second time we've done the Pointless Pitch Fest. How did you guys like the format? What did you guys think of it? Cool. Yeah, it's really nice for it to be more interactive, where the audience, some of you get to pitch, but all of you get to judge. So we're glad you enjoyed it. We hope to do it again. Thank you.
Yeah, that's exactly. The feedback. It was a little bit, okay, cool. And then Lauren, if you want to come up and take that. Okay. Awesome. So, in order, let's say number 5, Elucence Business Solutions. So thank you so much for being part of tonight. Number 4, MacJR Design. Is that how you say it? MacJR Design. Okay. And number 3, third place, we have EOS Miami. Okay, number 2.
And just Kelly, the first runner-up indicates that the winner can't fulfill their obligations as the first runner-up.
There you go.
Typical attorney, right?
So number 2 is Lucid. So awesome. And number 1, Go Boca Raton, 2 degrees. But I must say, I do know Steve in 1 degree. 1 degree friendship.
Yes.
So good. So awesome. So thank you all so much for coming and attending. We're going to have a
reception, please. The library will be closing in 10 minutes.
All right, come on, get closer.
Thanks.
So no problem. So I will out to everybody. So yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you get a ticket, general admission ticket for free to our upcoming event, IT Palooza. And Steven, you get 2 VIP tickets to IT Palooza. Yes. So your network is really awesome people. It's worth $500. They're $250. I'll know if you sold them though, so you better not.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a picture.